2005 was easily one of my favorite times in regards to video games. It was a time where games actually tried to be interesting, tried to be fun, tried to be creative, and one of the more underappreciated titles of that year is Destroy All Humans. I think this game and the series as a whole gets overlooked a lot because of all the other amazing great games that came out in 2005. But Destroy All Humans is one of the most interesting and fun and unique games I've played, and still is to this day, which is amazing. The entire game is just one big ol' satirical piece on America in the 1950s. You play as Crypto, an alien from this other planet in search of his clone of his former self that's been kidnapped by the American government. And that's pretty much it. The story is pretty surface level. It's a revenge tale, I guess, in a sense. But the way the story is presented in the culture and the setting makes this game stand out amongst a lot of games I've played. I was surprised by how funny this game is.
Earth creature, I am addressing you. Respond or be vaporized.
I played this game when I was really young, so a lot of the jokes kind of flew over my head. But replaying this game reminded me how well written it is for the most part. There's some jokes that don't land here and there, but overall it does a great job. Most people in this game don't even see you as an alien, they see you as a communist. Every deed Crypto does in the game, every bad deed, it just gets misrepresented as an act of communism to America, and it's hilarious.
What's been going on around here? Communism, that's what.
We got Crypto, the main protagonist, a little short, gray alien boy who's not really a boy. That guy's probably like 200 years old. He's probably like 1,000 years old, honestly. You got your sidekick Pox. Talk to him, you upgrade your weapons, you do all that pizzazzy stuff with him. He's the main villain. The group, Majestic, a secret government organization, looking out, trying to capture Furon's shit, get their technology, take over the world, yada 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 yada. It's all basic stuff, but the way it's delivered, the setting, the satire of everything, it just elevates the story. It makes it so much more enjoyable. The writing here is pretty top fucking notch. The story of this game, the charm, it still holds up. That's embarrassing. This game came out over a decade ago. What the fuck is happening to us?
Little green spaceman!
I am not green.
I'm surprised by how well the game actually holds up in the gameplay department. The game's just a blast to play. The powers that Crypto has, lifting things, mind control, disguising yourself as other human beings, reading their minds. Reading their minds is probably the best part of this game. And it's just so funny and clever half the time. Again, this whole game is satire. So when you read someone's mind, they're just gonna make pop culture references to the late 50s, a lot of Red Scare stuff, a lot of Elvis. All the locations you visit are nice and varied. The music, the characters you see, it's all satirical. Area 52 being a parody of Area 51, yada yada. And you only have 4 weapons, but they also have a purpose and they're all really useful. You can also get in your saucer, blow shit up from the skies, laser beam buildings, blow up everything. It's all fun. Ragdolls everywhere. You can pick up enemies, fling them on buildings. Sometimes it gets a little glitchy. Actually, a lot of the time, if you push somebody hard enough into a building, they'll just combust and just fling up. You can electrocute people. You can literally evaporate them. You can do an anal probe, fucking shoot at them. They will run, shitting their pants literally until their head explodes. You can collect their brains for DNA, upgrade your weapons, upgrade your saucer, upgrade your jetpack, all that stuff. It's really fun. You don't have to grind for any of this stuff. It's really nicely paced. Everything in the gameplay feels worth it. There's nothing that feels left out. There's no filler guns. Everything serves a purpose in the game. The game is just so fun to play.
It's probing time.
Oh yeah, right there, that's the spot.
The presentation in this game as a whole is phenomenal. On the technical things, yes, everything's dated obviously. Duh, it's 2005, come on. But the voice acting, the art design, all that stuff I think still stands up. Even though the physics system is really kind of janky and glitchy, it's not that bad. A lot of physics, a lot of particle effects going on. The cutscenes, some of them can be a little janky and stuff, with the character models not really being up to par even for 2005 standards. If you have the option, I would recommend playing on the OG Xbox version, the PS2 version, which I am playing on here. The draw distance is disgustingly bad. You only see about 4 feet ahead of you. You can launch somebody so far they just disappear in the game because the game cannot render that distance. A lot of pop-in too. The soundtrack of this game was just a nice nod to early alien pop culture flicks. The game just has an undeniable charm that you cannot escape. You can tell the people who made this game had a passion for all things extraterrestrial. Crypto's voice actor does a phenomenal job. Even though Crypto is kind of an asshole and has no regard for humanity in the slightest, he is still likable, and I think that's very impressive. He has a certain charm to him that I think is really interesting and funny.
When do I get to blow things up?
The game is just brimming creativity and uniqueness, and playing this game today, it felt new, it felt fresh. There really isn't any games that play like Destroy All Humans does. There isn't any games that have the presentation that Destroy All Humans offers, even all the way back to 2005. I mean, for fuck's sake, you can watch an entire movie. Teenagers from Outer Space came out in 1959. They have the entire movie in the game that you can unlock, and it's a campy ass alien movie. I think this is a great game. I think this is an 8 out of 10. If you own a PS4 or Xbox One, you can still play this game. I recommend you try it, play a game that actually had some spunk, some creativity, and even by today's standards, I'd rather play this game than like 80% of the shit that comes out today. It's just that much fun and enjoyable to play. Try to find a copy and pick it up. So yeah, bye.